Not 10 minutes.
Let's hope not. I was playing Mario Kart because the Wave 3 of the booster pack came out.
Oh yeah, what's in it?
Uh, it's shit. I can't remember the track names off the top of my head. But I know Maple Treeway from Mario Kart Wii's there. Boo Lake from the GBA.
That one I don't
from
know,
Super Smash.
but go on.
Yes. London Loop from Mario Kart Tour, which is the mobile one.
Yeah, I don't know that one either. I only know up to Wii, so if you say anything, that's... but keep going.
Rock Mountain from Mario Kart 7. Berlin Byways, also from Tour. Peach Gardens from DS. Merry Mountain, which is a new track, and Mario Kart 7's version of Rainbow Road.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I don't know most of those. Because they're all from like newer games. Just me being a boomer, I guess.
Alongside Booster Pack 3, there's also an update which you can set the items to whatever you can set the items to be whatever you want.
Okay.
You don't have to play like a specific, like you don't have to specifically play like bombs only or like. And let me tell you, certain items are like chaos. Like, you ever played Blue Shell only?
No, but it sounds horrible. The prospect of playing with any blue shells is already bad, let alone blue shells only.
Blue Shells only is just pure chaos, dude.
I believe that. Oh, that sounds hellish. Hello and welcome to the streaming Parson Plays Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I am joined with my friend and co-host Shining Light.
Hello.
And we're here. Basically at the end. I mean, this is going to be the last stream for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So we have a simple agenda today. We're just going to kill a bunch of monsters. And we're going to do Melia's side story. Because her hero quest is the last one. It's the only one I don't have. I don't know if there's any other quests that are like unlocked after, which would be kind of silly. But other than that, we're just going to take a quick look around. Did I level up Melia yet? No, I didn't. Okay. We'll have to level her up first. We're not going to start with the side story. We're going to beat up some monsters, but...
Do we have any snacks?
Okay, actually we're gonna take Melee out of the party for a second.
Let's be off.
Let's put Nia back in.
I'll come with you, and we will build the future.
Alright. I want a rematch though. We're gonna start with some rematches. Starting with this stupid
We've
place.
quite a few places now.
Wait, I think a portal. Can I portal? Yeah. No, I can't portal here. Stupid is what that is. Alright, let's portal here. And then we're gonna go back into that high level cave. Like, okay, so between this cave and that other cave in the big water place area.
The big water.
We got some high level monsters to settle the scores with. Cause I don't like leaving a sore lose. I don't like leaving a loser. So we're gonna go beat up some high level enemies and be a little bit more prepared this time. So I changed all my characters' classes. What did I make? I made Noah the strategist class, or Stratios class. I made Mio the Incursor. So I'm not actually using a lot of like the ultimate level classes. I could
I'll hit him, and then I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay, I have to change Uni's arts now.
Havoc Slayer!
Okay. That kind of sucks, actually. I'll still go unlimited sword with him, even though he's a healer. Okay. Right, the thing I need to check out is, can I get like some kind of break? Oh,
Glitter Stream!
there you go. Oh, phew. I only have one topple. Well, that needs to be fixed. I got 2 breaks from my DPSs. Okay, whoops. God days. I'm gonna put a topple on him too. Even though he's a healer. Kinda weird, but just gotta roll with it.
Stream.
Okay. I have 2 topples, 2 dazes. One burst is okay. Alright. Because I hate being a sore loser. We're gonna go beat up that plant monster again. But we're gonna warm up a little bit with some level 90 spiders and crap like that. Just the prospect of all these things being so high level just annoys me.
Hey, that's not your everyday chump.
Alright, let's do this thing.
We have to keep track of our progress. Oops, they found us. You're dealing with me.
Oh wow, first hit is a miss. There you go.
Good going,
You're
Uni.
dealing with me. Thanks for the support.
Ugh.
to not being careless. Whoa, visitors! You're dealing with me. Thanks.
Maybe I should have gotten the class booster food, but whatever.
Enemies broken away from me. Come here. I got something for you. Typical with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Okay, let's take a different route this time.
That takes care of that.
Well, we've been found.
You're dealing with me. Thanks.
Go.
Okay, we got a bind on him.
Go, demon slayer.
You're a gem. What's the enemy? Overboard.
Duh.
No love lost.
Wait, my team doesn't seem that coordinated. Guess we're just Ouroboros seeing this guy.
Lurking spider.
I don't know why I'm having such a hard time hitting this guy.
I can tell that was easy for you. So, when's the battle happening? Let's just sneak a peek.
Something so valuable here.
That takes care of that.
Okay, we'll come back for that thing. I want to explore this cave a little bit more first.
Listen to my orders. Just shout them so I can hear you. Good going, Uni.
I'm getting the groove.
Oh, what? It targeted me.
Get in the way.
There you go.
Storm.
That's how you pull off a win.
Yeah. See if we can keep this up.
I never found that last Verona Hulk or whatever. I'm missing like I must be missing like a Nopon camp or something. I have no idea where to look.
You think you're all that, do ya? You're dealing with me. This'll keep me going.
I got something for you.
You're doing great out there, Lance. Reversal X!
No love. There's nothing, Joe. Eye of the storm.
Oh, what?
Iron! Reversal elbow!
Why is my accuracy so bad?
Cross impact crackdown!
Demon slayer.
Energy grenade!
Oh. There you go. See, she missed the topple. level up, nice.
Let's just sneak a peek.
This was a nice find.
All that purpley
That
stuff.
takes care of that.
Oh, it just goes behind this guy. Just bypass him for now.
Looks like a pretty rare specimen. You're dealing with me. This'll keep me going. Keep it up, Neil. Great. See you all. The enemy's on you. Look, the enemy. Get lost.
I say yes.
You're dealing with me. Thanks for the support.
Oof.
Help on the way.
There you go.
Give me a break. We all worked hard for that.
Okay. Not quite ready for this thing yet.
There's tremendous power in that one.
We've been spotted.
You're dealing with me.
Oh.
Thanks.
Ouch.
Enemy's broken away from me. I see him. Keep it up, Neil. No long lost.
Ow.
We can do this. The heat is on. Way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier. That takes care of that.
We'll leave that guy alone for now.
Seems we've been discovered. You're dealing with me.
Oh.
No long lost. I got something for you. You're on fire, lad.
Shield wall! What's the enemy?
Good.
No one saw. You're dealing with me. Thanks. No one lost. What's the enemy?
On the burst. Aww.
Come after me, and that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Ouch.
We've been spotted.
You're dealing with me. Thanks.
Oh.
Water them.
Hey, gauntlets. It's going fine. Just
Come after me, and that's what you get.
oh,
If only you didn't charge off.
we
on
got one
your
of
own.
those things here. I have not seen one of these in a while.
So much to see, huh?
Give me a sec here.
Should be time for dinner soon, right?
Alright, I gotta figure out this puzzle.
Kappa Vikings. On.
There you go.
Huh? You guys hear something?
Oh, what the hell? Shall you see that? Ah! Oh my goodness. I don't think I'm gonna beat this guy in this stream. A level 105 dragon just lying there. Bye.
That takes care of that. Step aside or we will trample you. You heard us. Last chance to run. Away. Lost the enemy. Great. Deal one. Right dealing with me. Cheers, you're dead. I'm the girl with the gun. Seems we've been discovered. This'll keep me going.
Oh, my timing for that's bad.
I'll keep you feel it in my bones. I'm getting in the groove. Shield wall.
Ooh, what kind of shard is this? Rectangular origin shard. Well, I can't really do much with this cave, since I can't fight the level 105 dragon in here. Ugh.
Score! I mean, what good fortune.
Shall we deal with this?
You're dealing with me. This'll keep me going.
Enemies broken away from me.
Ooh, that perfect topple timing.
This was a nice fight.
Okay, let me just check my items again. I feel like I should be doing more. I do have a lot of high-level items on my character, so...
Guys, get ready to fight.
I think I can take that guy now.
Enemies broken away from me. Demon Slayer!
forget.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Alright, we're gonna try this guy again.
Shall we tango?
Let's do it.
The only way is through, together. Time to get serious.
Of course, no break. No. You need to land those breaks. There you go. Oh, damn. He just knocked me down. That AoE damage of his is nuts. Yeah, I need another break. Then I'm gonna chain attack him. I feel like I want to wait before, assuming I can wait that long. Need that daze. Ah. Oh, he just smacked me up there. At least we got a lot of healing, though. Need him to activate his enrage mode, then we're gonna daze him. Ouch. Oh damn, just knocked out Noah. Oh, I did it too early. Crap.
You think this plan might work? How about something like this? Do right with this time. I get first dibs. Here's the finish line.
Okay, gotta definitely heal though. Uh.
Observe my strategy.
Hit them when they least expect. Great. Everyone get ready.
I'm with you. Reset.
Oh, couldn't give me 3 more points. Come on, game. Uh. Okay, at least okay. His enrage mode still went off, and I managed to knock it out. So that's good then. No, no side break though. No, that's it.
One more for the road. Keep going.
What? That's it?
Through. We can keep
Oh, what the? You have an enemy respawn. Uh oh. No, we just focus on this guy though. Gotta kill the special enemy. Uh-oh. There. That's how we take care of them. Everybody go Ouroboros mode. My AoE damage will kill it. Oh crap, Mio's down.
You hurt me. Here. You're all right.
Nowhere.
It's all right down here.
Thank you.
Go.
Oh.
Well within.
Everyone,
You hurt me.
thank you for that.
Because the AI does Ouroboros a little bit too early.
Shall we?
Just need to land a daze, and we got this.
Uni! This can't be happening. Time to react the outcome. Oh, wreck 'em good. Like this. Need a hand? Thank you. On your feet now, Uni.
Ah. Okay. No, I can use this. This has a use. I'm on side break.
How about this?
Okay. Nia to the rescue, though.
Observe my strategy. I've got an idea.
There you go. That's what I needed. Now I got this in the bag now. Hoof.
Enemy reinforcements.
Any last words? How about this?
That respawn though really caused me some trouble.
This should be our plan of attack.
Oh, I'm not gonna do enough. Oh, that's unfortunate. No, not enough.
Get ready. They're still standing.
Oh, guys, like,
Uh-oh. Oh my god, I can't believe I lost at the very end. Because I got so unlucky with the chain attack.
Here. You're all right. Working on it.
No, his AoE does so much damage. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I lost.
You might want to hang back.
I can't believe I lost. I was so close too.
Enemy reinforcements.
Crap, I'm stuck. I'm gonna die here. Ugh. I was so close, but something happened at the end. Okay, I need to change something.
I'm out of here.
Okay, where's yeah, you. I want. Where is it? Is it this one?
Shield bash.
No, I got him this time. I got unlucky there.
Well, we've been found.
Those respawns were really unfortunate for me.
There's tremendous power in that one. Leave it to me.
Guys,
Okay, let's just get these things out of the way.
You're dealing with me. This'll keep me going.
I got so unlucky there. All I needed was like, I needed the break before I did the chain attack, but it didn't happen. Nah, third time's the charm. I got this.
Nice. That's how you pull off a win.
yeah. See if we can keep this up.
Not to worry. Just stick to the plan. This'll keep me going. Shield wall.
I thought I had it under control there. I would have won if I was able to like land Ouroboros attacks during the chain attack. I don't know why I wasn't able to there.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Alright, let's do this.
That takes care of that.
Snuffer on our case.
The enemy is surprised.
Keep it up, Neil.
Say you don't do what I'm doing then. What's the enemy?
Ow.
You're dealing with me. This'll keep me going. Shield wall. What's the enemy? I don't know. I got something for you. Dave, you're dead. Cross it.
No, I wasn't able to topple him. That AoE does so much damage. He just did like 5k to everybody almost. Oh. Like, look how much health this thing has. I'm landing all these like 10k damage hits, and yeah, he ain't down yet. Ugh. I'm just trying to land a single break. I haven't been able to land it. Oh, this guy's hella tough though. Ugh. Ooh, nice full heal. One side break him. Ugh. Side break him. That's actually super good. Still no side break though. What? What do you mean I didn't get to use my Ouroboros combo? Ouch. Ouch. Oh, what? Come on, we need that break. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, what? All my healers are down. I don't know why I can't beat this guy. That's annoying. All right, let's get out of here. We'll come. We'll go. We'll come back in a rematch for a little bit. But in the meantime, I don't know what to do about this place now. Did I raise enough? I don't know. Enough of the Armu. I did get it to rain here, so. Oh, it's nice and sunny here. I need to not get like one-shotted by the AoE. Have a look. The most adorable little Armu was just born.
What will we
I have
handing
no
over?
more feed for these things.
Just give us a moment.
I really love these fragrant grass, but yeah,
Just
see, I
give us a
don't have
moment.
enough of this feed, so
Uh,
I thought I'd be done with this place, but I guess not. I wasn't able to get enough of the items to feed the Armu or the Ardens, whichever one.
Hey, Nia, is there anything in particular you'd like to eat?
See if there's anything good here for stat
I'm
boost.
starving. Got anything I can eat?
Collectible boost? I don't need that one.
Let's bounce. Nice one. We explored the whole place.
Oh, sorry. Okay, anything here? Not particularly. Ugh. Anything in the Forest region? Not particularly. I think I did basically everything here. Alright, get the food buff, and then we're gonna go do Melia's side story now.
me. I've been craving some downtime.
Okay, give me that class boost though.
Whoa, this is really good. Phew, all finished.
Let's move out.
Okay, let's get Melia in the party.
My mind is made up. You have my full support. It takes a special individual to keep these ruffians in check. Ashira must be a woman of true grit. The fighting here is about as brutal as they come, yes. But Ashira alone seemed to take it in her stride. I remember it well.
Melia seems to have a know Ashira pretty well. Anyway, let's just warp up to the throne room and we'll start the quest.
You're having a laugh. You think this is going to make it all better, do you?
Well, I will bear full responsibility. Otherwise, well, there is no otherwise.
What are you two bickering about?
Your Majesty, what a welcome sight to see you return.
Has a problem arisen in my absence?
Ah, no, just a trifling matter, really.
Actually, we do have a bit of a problem on our hands, Your Majesty.
Hey, mind your...
We have to report the facts as they are. How much longer are you going to leave this hanging, eh?
What's the problem?
A couple of days ago, we had a small run-in with our Agnian opposites. Isel took care of them, but things got out of hand a little bit.
Out of hand, nothing. They insulted Her Majesty's honor. I'm spitting feathers.
But we'd no reason to fight. You were the one who earned their ire.
Did they come to any harm? You hurt them?
I only intended to scare them, but then they resisted.
His
So
mouth
you
wasn't
sought
moving
to
there.
defeat them.
No, nothing of the sort. They had no flame clocks, so I would never...
The presence of a flame clock is not what instigates a battle. The glimmerings of war are always there, within us. I imagine discovering that fact must have come as quite a shock to you.
Circumstances aside, if you've incited their wrath, then I assume we haven't heard the end of this.
As you say, they have since begun to rally together in opposition.
I am ashamed. Truly ashamed. Now that this has come to a head, I cannot but take full responsibility. I will thwart their objective, even if it should cost me my life.
You shall not. Do not speak of throwing your life away so lightly. I've already lost so many of my friends. I could not bear to lose another.
Your Majesty.
I told you, did I not? You are my hope. I will speak to the Agnian chief retainer personally about the matter. In the meantime, cool your head. Any more unfinished business that I should know about?
Couple of house calls to make, Your Majesty. They want you at Colony 9 and the city.
Colony 9. So Xeon then?
Indeed. They've asked for some urgent backup following the recent Origin attack.
And the other request is from Monica. Wants you to give her people a pep talk.
The descendants of Ouroboros. I've caused such grief for them. And for an unfathomably long time.
But now they get to speak to their real queen. I'm sure they'll be overjoyed.
Yes, perhaps. Speaking face to face with another. There's nothing quite like it.
Melia?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm going to be taking up some more of your time.
That's fine.
Now you can cut that out. Agnes or Kevus, soldier or queen. What difference does it make?
The future is to be created by each and every person in the world. I think you were the one who taught us that.
True enough. Your unyielding spirit gives me the strength to go on.
Sometimes when Melia smiles, I see sadness in her eyes, as if she's all alone in the world.
Well, better start making the rounds. We've got to stop by Colony 9, the city, and...
Agnes Castle, right?
Safe journey to you all.
Alrighty, from atop her throne, hero class. Colony 9's back up. Friction with Agnes. And the city pep talks. We guys just gotta visit these three. We just gotta do these three standard quests, and that'll be that. I guess we'll just go to Colony 9 first.
Something smells exquisite. You really love Colony 9, don't you, Uni? I can tell from the way your wings perk up.
Really? That's slightly uncomfortable.
Over there?
What?
Zion's got to think bigger. There's a whole world out there.
It may be their similarities that make them prone to these altercations. Over there?
Alright, get to the top of this thing. Yeah. Huh? Oh.
That'll leave a bruise. Be more gentle, Commander.
Don't expect miracles. I'm trying my best to heal you here.
Here, let me.
Thank you, miss. That would be great. What? You're...
That should suffice. Can you walk?
Yeah, I think so.
Queen Melia? To what do we owe the honor?
What good is a ruler if they cannot send aid to their people in times of need? I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, Xeon. Please, let me have your report.
Hey! Hey, look! Isn't that the Queen?
What? Like the real deal?
Right, back to my post. Excuse me. Origin's attack unfortunately caused a landslide near Alfeto Valley entrance. We've been treating the wounded, and also dispatched a survey team to scan the area. The thing is, we've lost contact with the survey team. The line just went dead.
There was a really loud sound earlier on. Could be more rocks.
I see. Then we'll take it from here. Uni, how are you doing over there?
I've healed up the worst of them. Now they just need a little R&R.
Oh, really? I've got to lie down?
Come on. If you've got the energy to flap your trap already, you'll be back on your feet in no time.
I see I had no cause to worry.
How many were on the survey team?
3. One was piloting the Levnis. Okay. I've sent the landslide's location to your iris. You can confirm it for yourself.
Got it.
If you happen to see an Anita from the survey team, could you, tell her to give back what she owes? Because I'll be waiting here until she does.
I'll be sure to deliver the message. I'm so sorry to have let this come to pass, everyone. This ordeal will be over ere long.
You watch yourself too, Your Majesty. Don't want to see you get hurt neither.
I hope you find our friend.
We've made some new friends.
Level 80 to do this quest. Lovely. You can't be that bad. I mean, when we had to do Nia's quest, we had to climb up that one mountain. It just ended up being kind of anticlimactic. But maybe here more stuff will happen. I mean, I gotta do 3 mini quests before I do the hero quest,
Hey,
so.
look at that. A survey branch Levnis.
Quickly. We must rescue them at once.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Hello? Who's... there?
It's all right. We're here to help. Stay still. I'll get that heavy thing off you right this instant.
Oh, they don't show us her biceps and lifting it.
Right, that's her injuries about treated.
You're a survivor by nature. Good fortune that we made it in time.
Oh, I can't thank you enough. I thought I was a goner.
Say, you wouldn't happen to be Anita by any chance?
Yeah, I'm Anita.
Oh, that's great news. There was a guy in the rescue tent who was really worried about you. He said he wanted you to pay him back or something?
I suspect that was merely an excuse. He seemed really rather worried. Very insistent that you make it back.
Ah, it's got to be Kurt. We've been in the same unit since first term. He can be a little faint-hearted at times. I'd better go and try to calm him down.
Ah. So you've been joined at the hip since childhood?
Joined at the... sorry?
I mean that you were inseparable. You've had a special connection throughout your lives. You understand each other's feelings and you lift each other up in times of need, is what I'm trying to say. Your friends are irreplaceable. Be sure to treasure them.
Yes, Mom. Thank you. Thank you.
Does she have someone in mind herself? There's someone out there special to her.
Yep.
But then, she was imprisoned in Origin for so long. So maybe they're already...
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Hold on. It's going to be okay.
There was a second landslide. Don't mind me. Look for the others.
We're well aware, but firstly...
Feels warm.
Do not move from this spot. We're going to check the immediate area.
Yes. Of course.
His foot's trapped. We'll need to move the rubble very carefully.
Using arts would be far too dangerous. In which case...
Someone call for heavy lifters?
Yeah. We'll clear this out in no time.
Tell, don't show. Oof. You can tell like these quests were kind of
You're in safe
afterthoughts.
hands now.
Yes. Thank you.
Hang in there just a little longer. We don't want to overlook anything. Right. I think that's the lot of them accounted for.
I wouldn't relax just yet. The landslides have formed a sharp incline, in turn increasing the risk of loose rocks. I hardly need to state this, but the possibility of further landslides remains high.
Getting caught in another landslide would be undesirable. We must make some distance, and quickly. Back to Colony 9.
Alright, let's just warp. Poof! I think I can jump down. Yeah. Just over here.
The Queen has returned! Welcome back! We're glad to see you safe, Your Majesty!
We were at the site of the landslide, but the situation remains precarious. It is vital that we remove the remaining rocks upon the slope in the coming days. You shall have the castle's aid, of course. But your own assistance in this matter would also be most appreciated.
Oh, we'd be glad to help. Never want to have to go through this again.
But if we hadn't, we'd never have got to meet Queen Melia. I don't regret it, because I learned today that we weren't forsaken.
Forsaken?
The only time we normally ever get to meet Your Majesty is at the homecoming. We've been through so many bitter times, but we've never known you to help us. Not so directly.
You make a valid point. From this moment on, I will endeavor to the best of my ability to allay your fears.
Ah, you're too kind, Your Majesty.
Then, in the interest of allaying fears, there may be another matter I would like to discuss with you.
Oh yes? Speak up then.
I would like, from this moment on, to let the colony elect their commander, of their own volition. And I don't mean just for appointing a successor after death, or for the purposes of reform. If they make their voices known, then I think I would gladly relinquish my position as commander this second.
What?
What brought this on?
Then, you wish to formally step down?
Well, I was always the consul's favorite plaything. I was a mere pawn, dancing to his whims, enacting his orders. But in coming to terms with our new life, I began to realize the qualities needed in a commander are very different nowadays.
Please don't belittle yourself, Xeon. You've worked so hard to get where you are.
Believe me, I've thought about this long and hard. About who really fits the role of a commander. It must be someone we all look up to. Someone with whom we can share our path.
Xeon.
While I do not object to your logic, Xeon, I hope you realize that our role is in essence naught but a figurehead. What that figurehead represents, however, is something only you can decide.
It's down to me.
A person is not shaped solely by their birthright or innate qualities. As long as you remain critical of who you are, whether you deserve the position or not has little relevance.
This crisis of conscience, you once experienced it as well, Your Majesty.
Of course. Everyone has their battles with self-doubt. How else does one grow as a person? If you remain true to yourself, then you have nothing to fear. In this rich tapestry of life, you must find the path that you are willing to weave.
I will give it more thought then.
Very good. I look forward to hearing your answer.
Melia must have had her share of hardship to talk about these things in such depth. If she's ever stuck in a rut, I wonder if we'll be able to console her in the same way. Would she even want that?
Penny for your thoughts, Noah.
No, it's nothing. We should get going. We've got some traveling ahead of us.
By helping those caught in the landslide, Melia showed the Colony 9 soldiers how a true queen should act.
Something
smells exquisite.
Alright, what's next? The city? I didn't go to ask the castle. Let's go to the castle. You can tell this game showed a lot more love to the plot of Xenoblade 1. Because like Melia's side story, there's a lot to it. I felt like Nia's didn't have very much
Surely we can
to
find
it,
a peaceful
so.
resolution.
Oh. Nia's just hanging out here.
Nia, this is a surprise.
Don't worry, I know the whole story. Oh, bloody hell.
bloody hell.
I see you are in good company.
They're kindly serving as my bodyguard. They're assisting me with a number of other matters too.
The assistance goes both ways, actually.
We all one big happy family.
Yes, that's right. Family.
Indubitably. I have a rough grasp of our present predicament. You've come to hear their side of the story, have you not?
You make it sound as if these are no ordinary Agnians.
With Queen Melia's assistance, we have been closely monitoring them on both sides. I'll get to the point. These people belong neither to Keves nor Agnes.
To be precise, they were formerly Agnian soldiers, but now they claim to have lost their faith even in Agnes. This intense distrust of the future has driven them to wanton destruction.
So they stopped believing in anything, and now they just want to ruin things for everyone. That's awful.
The Keves and Agnes of today are founded upon mutual trust and respect. At least that is the mood we try to foster. But the reality is that not all of us can readily accept these changes.
The recent outburst was just an act of passion. But if like-minded people were to congregate...
They may gain enough momentum to pose a legitimate threat, is that it? So they're the ones who have incited the latest uproar, I take it.
We might have to prepare for the worst-case scenario.
Minanabite, what make worst case so bad?
He means there could be an attack on the Queen's life.
That worse than worst case?
That's one of the reasons. But we simply can't afford to leave this be. I don't believe they truly want to oppose us. Rather, they feel they are at an impasse. One cannot so easily change their way of life or how they view the world.
Perhaps I ought to assert my authority as queen after all, and...
No. If you lock horns with them now, it's very possible they will shut you out completely. I would rather have you prepare to welcome them in with open arms.
That's incredibly kind of you.
So, where do we find these troublemakers?
It seems they're lying low at Hovering Reef 6.
Seriously? That's right next to the castle.
Presumably they approached under the guise of their fellow Agnian soldiers. The castle isn't on particularly high alert, so it makes sense that they wouldn't arouse too much suspicion.
Yes, as sad as it is. I hear they're pooling their forces. You'd best be on your guard.
Fear not. I am no stranger to battle. And besides, look at my entourage.
You shouldn't have to get used to this. Experience can make a person stronger, it's true, but it can't take away one's pain. That goes for queens too, you know.
The mood's turned dark all of a sudden.
I'm aware of that. Thank you, Nia.
Take care, you guys.
So the interesting thing is, though, is that... see, how Nia became queen is kind of ambiguous. Because it's not like Nia ever started out as, like, someone of royal standing or anything like that. Even in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But Melia is actually a queen. She is the queen of... oh, crap. What's the place actually called? With the bird people. I can't remember. But, like, Melia is a queen. And so, what's interesting here is when you watch Nia and Melia's exchange, like, Melia speaks with so much more experience. Because, of course, she would know. She knows the trials of a queen. Alright. Where the hell is this place? Okay, just trying to figure out how to find a nice way to get here. Okay, huh.
Alright, that was probably close to how I remember it.
And off we go!
Alright.
I'd say it's close to the point, but
How about here?
sections. Don't stand one of the sections.
But like Melia's quest does a lot for her character. Like it actually shows her being like.
Nor should you, Lance.
Like Melia shows so much more maturity. Whereas like with Nia, it's kind of like Nia acts mature when she needs to be, but she's still a little bit of a kid at heart. Which you kind of notice when like Nia, when you pick up a rare item and you have Nia in the party, she'll be like score, and then she'll like correct herself. Whereas like Melia is much more proper. That's why I mean I can see why people like Melia that much more because of like her maturity as a character.
Agni and Autolevs.
They've hauled those things out here. Can't catch a break, can we? As Lady Nia informed us, we should expect them to be hiding in an ambush somewhere on this island. I must remind you that we are only here to negotiate. If possible, I would like to avoid combat.
I don't see that happening.
Sure, but what if they're the ones to come at us first?
Then suppress them at once. We could even disable their levnesses, so that they have nothing with which to fight back.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask for a while now. You really know how to handle yourself in a scrap, don't you?
Yes. I'm no stranger to the field of battle. Nor is this the first attempt on my life.
See Xenoblade 1?
What? Even though you're the queen?
Precisely because I am the queen. Is it really so strange for nobles to be acquainted with violence? There was even an assassin within my family once.
I'm sorry. I hope we didn't bring back painful memories for you.
Please, it's perfectly fine. Many are the things that have shaped me into who I am today. Learning to accept my weaknesses, understanding each other's differences, opening one's heart to others.
You must have been in some real good company to learn all that.
Yeah, the cast of Xenoblade 1 was really good.
Perhaps, yes. Back when I was young and naive, my companions taught me some invaluable lessons.
And you took those lessons to heart. That's how you came to be such a magnificent queen.
Though times may change, their teachings will never fade. Which is why I still believe. I believe that our last breaths should not be those of despair.
Looks like a pretty rare specimen.
I can just bypass these things, I think. Yeah.
We should talk to those people.
Oh, that's it. That's all she just says. It made it seem like she was gonna say something else.
Half of it is because you as the player is supposed to know already. Because, you know, go play Xenoblade 1. I already know what she's talking about because I played the game. Though my memory is a little fuzzy, but I still have a good idea. But go play Xenoblade 1, then you'll know what she's talking about.
Hello? Nobody at home?
Don't move!
Melia.
I'll handle this. My name is Melia Antiqua. I wish only to speak with you.
Speak with us? Rip us to shreds, more like, Queen of Keves.
You are the ringleader, are you? State your name.
And why should I tell you? The world I once knew is gone. They told us defeating Keves was the only way for us to be saved. It was the right thing to do. The just thing to do, and I believed it. Do you realize how many of my friends died in pursuit of that dream? You think I can just tell them, yeah, sorry guys, you died for nothing?
He's lost his cool. Maybe we should step in and deal with him. But Melia told us she'd handle this.
You ruined it! You joined forces with the Agnian Queen, and you drilled these notions into our heads! You take away our friends, then sully our reasons to live. My friends died that day, but you've killed them all over again.
And that's why you've decided to destroy everything.
That's right. We don't need a shitty world like this anyway.
Is that all?
I told you to stay where you are.
Melia!
Hey! What are you trying to pull?
I could ask you the same thing. Why do you hesitate? You could attack me right now.
Shut up!
You have no desire to destroy anything. You are simply trying to get by in a world where nothing makes sense anymore. And that's why I'm here.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
This'll keep me going.
Enemies broken away from me.
These are only level 80, these would be easy. 7 of these guys, easy. Just Ouroboros AoE these guys, easy. There, easy.
Fire and ash! So that's how it is. That's how you look down at us.
Sorry?
I know all about you. You queens live longer than any of us could ever dream. You aren't like us, are you? That's how you can just sit on your thrones, toying with our lives like...
She is like us. If you hurt her, she feels pain. She bleeds all the same.
Mio.
That's why she came all this way to hear your story. She wants to know more about you. She wants to share her time with you.
What? Yeah, right. Our lives are like the blink of an eye to her ilk.
Just because she lives longer, it doesn't mean she's any different from you. We're all here, aren't we? We're all alive.
That's enough, Mio. I see now how you feel about all this.
Mate, have you been making that speech to the Kavesi officers too? Telling everyone that Melia is different to everyone else?
You bet I did. She's so far up herself it makes me sick.
If anyone's warped, distorted here, it's you.
Then what am I supposed to do? Who else am I supposed to take my rage out on? Tell me the truth. Right now. The pure, unadulterated truth.
That I cannot tell you. The answer lies in you, and you alone. You must have realized by now. There is no weight to the truth of another, if you cannot judge it for yourself. If you must have an object of hatred in order to live your life, then let it be me. But promise me that someday you'll live for the things that truly have worth, just as you and your comrades in arms once did.
It's already too late. I can't go back. Not after what I've done.
I highly doubt that. You are still breathing, are you not?
Are you all right?
I told you. I am no stranger to battle. Besides, I could not tolerate simply watching from the sidelines.
Melia.
Their sadness, frustration, anger. I shall never forget these feelings. Come. Let us proceed to the next location.
Alrighty, the friction with Agnes. Despite a minor scuffle, Melia was able to open a dialogue with the Agnian rebel force. She persuaded them of the importance of mutual survival. Now to the city. Nice and easy, just straight to Monica in the war room.
Your Majesty.
Sorry to bother you. I'm sure you're rushed enough as it is. I'm here to discuss the speech you mentioned. Did I come at a bad time?
No, not at all. We've been stretching our necks every day, waiting to see if you'd turn up.
I too have been anxious to meet you. I'm sorry to have been a source of anguish for you this long.
It's all been for today. I don't consider any of it a waste. Now, on to the matter at hand. Rallying the troops. With the final battle with Mobius looming before us, we're doing our best to prepare. But we need more than just supplies. A battle to determine the fate of the world is hardly a light topic. Everyone's beside themselves with worry. Some poor souls have completely snapped. We're never gonna last in actual combat at this rate.
I don't blame them. No matter how noble our cause, the fighting will cost us lives. We're caught between the future we desire and the present, which is ours to lose. It's a place beset on all sides by fear.
You got that right. Especially when there's no guarantee you're going to be coming home.
Even a brief address would do, just as long as you speak to them somehow.
I understand. I don't know if I'll be able to get through to them, but I will try.
We'll be your guides while in the city. Make sure you don't lose your bearings.
That would be most appreciated. While we're here, would it bother you if I took a look around the city itself?
Please, be my guest. I think we'd all like that.
Maybe we could take her to Centrillo Parade. There's plenty of people around there.
No objections from me, but there are some rather, shall we say, ardent followers of the Queen up that way. If they get too insistent, you might need to give them a friendly nudge.
Oh yeah? All right, we'll keep a lookout.
You know, one of the weird things about these, like the Nia and the Melia quest, is that they talk about doing the whole fighting with Origin thing because I guess the game, that's how the game ends. But at the same time, it's like, in order to unlock these quests, you have to beat the game first. So it's kind of weird in that sense. Yeah, awkward, I guess.
Now this is a far cry from the colonies and the castles. Here is a place where people can truly live, make a home.
I couldn't believe my eyes when I first saw this place. All these different people I'd never seen before. Things of all shapes and sizes.
I wish I had been there to see your reaction. A shame.
See my mouth hanging open like a lummox. Not worth it.
You seem to take it all in your stride. None of this surprises you.
It's more that I'm assailed by old memories. Technologies of old are put into practice here. I feel the industry of those times. Huh?
Is that really you? Queen Melia?
Yes. I do go by that name.
I knew it! I knew it from the moment I laid eyes on you. You were something special.
Finally caught up.
Hey, old man, you're gonna give yourself a heart attack.
Well, thanks for your concern, but I'll decide when and how I'm going to pop my clogs. I've lived my whole life for this day. Heck, you all have, haven't you?
Of course we have.
You've returned to us at last, my queen. You really are as radiant as they say.
Hey, fancy a bite? You should come by my restaurant. Sample a few of the local dishes.
Nobody wants to see your seedy little bistro. She wants something memorable.
Oh, say that again, I dare you. If you hate my establishment so much, I'll be more than happy to bar you from it permanently.
All right, people. Don't shove. And stop arguing. We don't want to scare the Queen now.
Oh! My days! Crazy!
Come on now, this is getting excessive.
Oh, leave him. Everyone's been living for this moment.
It's always been my dream to see the true Queen come back to us. A lot of us die before we get the chance.
Yeah. But now it's actually happening. Before our very eyes. How can we possibly keep calm when a miracle is unfolding?
I am so grateful to you all, my people. I would like to express a few words of gratitude, if I may. It is a joy to see real human activity once again, after all these years. I see that you continue to remain strong.
Of course we do. Got to protect what we love, right?
That's right. I'm not resting these old bones so long as there's life in them.
We'll hold out for decades more if we have to.
We have our queen, and even Ouroboros stand by her side.
With their strength behind us, Mobius won't stand a chance.
Looks like that takes care of that.
Indeed.
Wow. Decades plural. And here we are, happy enough if we can reach one.
The way I see it, you lot are far more incredible. You've achieved so much in so little time.
Huh? That's only natural, ain't it? Gotta get stuff done in the time you have. No way I could imagine having to fight for 40 or 50 years. Feels so snuffing far away.
Uni.
By the by, I'm not seeing the story spinner anywhere.
Story spinner?
He's this old guy who knows more about the city's history than anyone. He's like a walking encyclopedia.
Real curious bloke. Normally he'd jump at an opportunity like this.
Well, he's no spring turkin, though. If he hears he's missed his chance to meet Her Majesty, he might drop dead from the shock.
Heavens. Where might we find this person? I think we should pay him a visit.
What, really?
I'll bet it'd make his day. But are you sure?
I would like to try to meet him, if at all possible.
As you wish. It's your call.
You'll probably find him at Mittia Lookout. I hear it's one of his favorite spots.
Okay.
A walking encyclopedia, is he? Then we can expect an enlightening conversation.
What conversation are you expecting?
I can just warp there. Oh, there he is. I had to like walk a little bit backwards because you're supposed to like walk up normally, not just teleport.
Boy, what's all the fuss? Whose funeral is it this time?
Nobody's, I should hope. We were just wondering if...
Oh, old Melly. Well, this can't be real, so somebody pinch me. What if it's actually my funeral? Then that would mean... Where the places have I ended up?
Yeah, this is Mitya Lookout in the city.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm told you have quite the wisdom. I was hoping to ask you a few things, if it doesn't bother you.
Oh, I get ya. The Queen herself is asking me personally to tell her a story. Now I know I'm dreaming. Hey, Ouroboros kids, give me a good wallop here, right on the kisser.
Sure thing.
Have you gone quite mad?
Lance?
What?
I didn't throw my weight into it.
Just punch some old
Let's all
guy.
calm down for a second and just talk sensibly, please.
It's such a Lance thing to do. Just punch the old guy in the face.
I see. A rousing speech for the city, eh? What struck the luck? Even after that battering, I know I'll be content in the afterlife.
Oh, don't start. You were the one who asked us to.
Well, it seems life's worth living a little while longer. Don't want to disappoint old Queenie now, do I?
Just became
Go on,
incredibly
then.
informal.
Ask away.
What do you know of Melia?
I've been wondering, when you first saw Melia, I kinda got the impression you knew more about her than you let on.
Of course I do. Have you seen the stacks of literature they've got here in the city? Packed to the rafters. There's passages on the true Queen, too. And you betcha these eyes have read them all back to front 20 times over.
So you know all about her?
Naturally, naturally. Here, I'll give you an example. It is a lesser-known fact that Her Majesty is squeamish around shiny bugs.
Just nods at Xenoblade 1.
How can you possibly know that?
Wikipedia on Xenoblade 1.
A little morsel about how she found rainbow bugs particularly revolting. They're extinct now, but I reckon the beasties about the size of your fist, whose bodily excretions make them glow and...
All right, enough. You don't need to go into such detail. The mere memory gives me goosebumps.
Don't you worry, I've got plenty more tidbits like that up my sleeve.
We don't want to hear it. Look, I'll tell you what I want to know.
Oh yeah, well, I'm all ears.
When you get to the age you are, after living for so many decades, you must have had to say goodbye to so many of your friends and stuff. Must be a lot of crap to deal with. So, how do you cope?
The pits is what it is. There are times when I wonder why I don't just curl up and die. But see, life ain't all sunshine and roses. I think that's part and parcel of it.
So what? You just have to go on living in misery? You've got to be joking.
Uni, are you all right?
I just want to know what it's all about. Growing old. There's folk out there who get to live so much longer than us, and they still choose to fight. It just feels like I'm always taking a back seat. Like I'm getting left behind. But I want to be there with you guys. Even if it's just in spirit.
Uni, I had no idea that was how you felt.
Yeah, sorry. Hard to put it into words, really.
Even Even if those you once loved are no longer a part of this world, lonely as it is, and painful though the memories be, it is not wholly a tragic tale. For you can keep close to your heart your memories of those dear to you. And that is something to take pride in. That is what will give you strength. Admittedly, my life took a very different path to the likes of my companions here. But such are my thoughts.
Ah, never a truer word was spoken. That's one for the ages. Where's my notepad?
The fact that you're worrying about us here and now, Uni, I don't think we'll ever forget that. Your feelings will transcend time.
I'd have to agree. So don't feel like you need to be doing anything special for us, Uni. It's reassuring enough just being the way you are.
Don't suppose you've got any tissues on you? Spark, why'd you have to go and make it all soppy?
Nobody is leaving you behind, Uni. If you ever feel distance between you, you need only speak out.
Wait, was this all just to tell me that?
That's about the size of it. Good luck out there, young'uns.
Don't just pass it off as your own speech.
Say, Melly, would you mind if we shook hands?
He's straight up ignoring me.
Of course, people ignore you,
I
Lance.
don't see why not.
Oh, you angel. Now I can shuffle off this.
You barely got to
mortal
see any
without
handshake. What?
regrets.
Knowledgeable my arse.
Life's a cruel journey from one end to the other. You only get one chance to walk it. But if there's one thing that gives it all meaning, it's love.
That's very sweet.
That ain't something I have to teach you young folks, though. Your friends are lucky fellows.
Monica said something like that too. Still doesn't make much sense to me though.
Well, love takes many forms. There are as many ways to show it as there are people.
That's true.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we should probably be getting on. Till we meet again, story spinner.
Indeed, indeed. Safe travels to you, Your Majesty.
Alright. Talking to the various people of the city, Melia helped to calm their fears and prepare them for what is to come.
I think we've done the rounds here. Let's head back to the castle.
Alright. That was very heartwarming, though. Alright, and this is the end of this quest.
Your Majesty. You've returned.
I trust it's been quiet in my absence.
Yes.
I see that you have calmed down.
Yes, I have realized. However fervent my loyalty, if I am ever the source of Her Highness's anguish, it does no good.
You think too deeply, Isel. 'Tis your mind's fiction.
Ah, I will rectify that.
I am sure you will.
How was your trip? And what of the world?
Mankind's follies. People never learn. Whatever the passage of fate may bring, we must never lose the spirit of defiance, lest we submit to injustice, as we once did.
Again.
Yo.
Why does she look so sad?
The Xenoblade 1 music.
And I, we fought hard for all this. We staked our lives on this future. And if there's a chance to keep it that way, I too will be happy to sacrifice myself for this world.
Snuff that for a laugh. I hate that. You're the important one here.
Pardon?
It's true. It's something I noticed before. As befits a queen, you're always thinking about your subjects. But who thinks about what's best for you?
Seeing you suffer alone like this, none of us like it. It's too sad to think about. Losing you, that is. You're one of us. Yeah, think about how much you always think of us. It's only fair if you let us do the same for you.
I am speechless.
Melia, you are needed in this world. But you weren't born solely for the world's sake.
That may be so. However,
If you permit me, I'll gladly lend you my strength. Not because you are our queen, but because we're travelers in the here and now. So we should live together.
I'm glad you're with us, Melia.
Fighting alongside you all is the best!
yes. You are right. How funny. Though wisdom is said to come with age, still you all seem to teach me so much. If some things elude my grasp, your words show me that there is more to life. They guide me when I run astray. Again and again. How fortunate I am to have you.
Now that's more like it, girl.
Melia, thank you. Thank you for always having believed in us.
That's one thing I would never doubt. Now we embark on our quests to create the future.
Yes, it's ours.
You could tell the great amount of love that this game had. Like, the makers of this game, they clearly loved Xenoblade Chronicles. Because, like, they actually did a whole homage there, and that was really nice. From atop our throne, with the city's hearts and minds put at ease, Colony 9 having received support, and Agnian opposition quelled, Melia officially joined the party. Royal Summoner, level 20.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
And there you go. That's it. That's the game.
It is the game of all time.
But that was a nice little, like, ending there, and that little homage to Xenoblade 1 was really nice and kind of cute, so. I gotta figure out something though. Let's go to see, like, Nia didn't get anything like that in her side story. I mean, Nia did have that cute little thing with like Nia and Mio and the whole like mother-daughter bonding thing, even though it's not like explicitly said. But Melia had this whole thing that even paid like homage back to Xenoblade 1, so that was something else. I like that though. That was...
I've been craving some downtime.
Even Xenoblade doesn't want to acknowledge Xenoblade 2.
I know, right?
Ugh. Let's be off.
Try to change their classes one last time.
I'll protect you.
I'm fine with attacking.
Just never mind. I'll just go back to what I was doing before.
I'm fine with attacking.
I can take care of support.
Okay.
I'll come with you, and we will build the future.
What is down here, anyways? Why is there an unexplored section here? Is there more to this area? And why has it got such an ominous name? Oh, right. This crappy place. Let's get out of here. Right, it was when I went through here and you go all the way. Like, damn, this place is nuts. Yeah, let's get out of here. Yeah, we've done basically all the quests. I'm sure there's probably like a few quests here or there that I probably missed, but for the most part, that's the game. And we might go beat up some monsters for the rest of the stream, and I don't think I'm gonna stream the whole time. I just got to admit defeat against some of those monsters because I don't want to spend like hours grinding, right? And that's kind of boring to watch. But I gotta say though, let's first get the hell out of here. Let's go. Actually, hold on. I go upper. I would have to walk this way. There's that stupid bird there though. And he's pretty tough. I wonder. Let's go to, I haven't done... There's something I just want to check out. Just kind of pass the time. But let's go to... Let's visit various places with, like, the queens. in our group and see if like any special dialogue occurs. But anyway, overall, I might as well give some final thoughts for this game. Now that we're here, we're kind of beaten the game. We've done all this hero quest. I mean, I'm obviously not going to 100% the game. You know that would take like another like 200 hours, right? Yeah, not happening. So anyway, I gotta say though, I think this game is good. I think it holds up, and it's a game that like you could come back to it. I mean, I get that like Xenoblade games.
Your Majesty, we should spread the news of your return.
I'm supposed to be incognito. Some other time, maybe.
But I mean, I get that like Xenoblade games are like super long in general, so I know like it can be a little hard to like be eager to replay it. But I could see myself like, you know, give me a year. Yeah, right. Give me a year and I'll come back to this game. Obviously not stream it though. I'm not gonna. That's like another 40 streams right there. But I mean, some games they do have that replayability, and that was where the class customization in this game kind of like that's what it's for, is to have that replayability. So I could like replay this game differently, and maybe be smarter about certain things, but. For the most part, like I think the game is pretty fun. I think the story's pretty good. I mean, obviously there were some like really stupid plot holes in the game, but like whatever. I mean, every game has that, because I guess I mean, there's no such thing as a perfect writer, so you're obviously gonna overlook things until like after the fact, and then people are just like, most of it just accept it. So. I think otherwise the game is pretty good, and I did like Xenoblade 3 quite a bit. So it's not like a perfect game. I think there's like a few things that could easily be fixed. And one of the things was that the patches that came later in the game, they did fix a fair amount of that. So that was pretty cool. But overall, I like this game. I think it was a fun game. And I'm not going to fall into the pitfall of comparing it to other Xenoblade games, because I think the problem is that because each one is so different, each one is drastically different. And so it's hard to really make a comparison of between them.
Do you get the feeling we're being watched?
What? Really? No, you're imagining it.
A little bit of dialogue from Nia every time. Oh. Hey. Did you come to check up on me? It's fine. Everyone's here. If you're taking on Z, or Zed, then you need to give it everything. It's a pivotal battle. Everything's riding on it. If we get it right, we'll be able to look back and laugh when it's all over. I never found this. Complete the Nopon Caravan register. I'm missing 2 of them, and I have no idea where to look. Anyway. The job system in this game, I think it's fine. I think it works. It's more like a Final Fantasy game with like the wide array of jobs between characters. And I think that's okay. I think that adds like a diversity to the game, and every person can play this game the way they want to. And in that sense, it does make this game more replayable than like Xenoblade 1, oddly enough. Because Xenoblade 1, every character is kind of set. So like every time you replay it, you just play it the same way. And then Xenoblade 2, the replayability comes from its randomness, which I don't know if people like that. Like, would you call it would you call it good game design if like a game's replayability is based on its gacha system? I mean, like, Xenoblade 2 is weird like that. But the thing about Xenoblade 3, which does work, is that it does create a more natural way of creating replayability in the class system. And you know, I obviously made like hashtag best Mio best girl all the DPS classes so I could just keep playing as her. But obviously, if you were to play the game like, you know, you can always play it differently and not always be like just DPS classes with Mio best girl. And you can, once again, like I said, you can kind of play this game a whole bunch of other ways, and that kind of adds a good flow to this game that allows for replayability. But of course, the problem is that like any Xenoblade game, the other thing about Xenoblade games is that because it falls into the same guild, like this is every JRPG at this point. And I made the joke with like Final Fantasy 12, right? Where you do this quest to do that. You do this side quest to do that side quest. You do that side quest to do that some other side quest. You need some other side quest to unlock this hunt. You need this hunt for this key. You need this key to enter this dungeon. You need this dungeon to get this puzzle. You need this puzzle for these Espers. You need 10 Espers to go fight Zodiark. If I don't have Zodiark, Omega Weapon, or Yasmat, I can't get the Wormhill Blade. It's kind of like the whole joke about that with Final Fantasy, where you have to do everything to do anything. And so, the thing about Xenoblade is that, in any given playthrough, and that's why we're at 40 streams now, is because I kind of went, I did as much as I possibly could. I basically did everything. Except fight the super bosses, obviously. But, save for fighting super bosses, I kind of did everything in the game. And the nature of a lot of Japanese RPGs, especially modern ones like this, is that you're really incentivized to just do everything in your first playthrough. Which, in my personal take, is it's kind of like a double-edged sword here. And it kind of seems like game designers really messed this up, where either you want people to accomplish everything in one playthrough, or you create a post-game kind of keep playing the game mentality. So you can't do both though. You run into problems when you try and do both, and Xenoblade has run into this problem. Xenoblade 3 ran into this problem, but I mean it's not just Xenoblade that has this problem. Lots of RPGs have this problem. What the hell? Where's Colony South? Okay, it's over here. It's kind of, you kind of run into like it's a double-edged sword where you have like, you either want people to do everything in one playthrough, or you want to create post-game content and replayability. It really makes a weird tension in a lot of Japanese RPGs.
Huh?
And especially like, it's the reason why like some people, you know, I guess as an old man I have patience. But I can see where a lot of people would get frustrated with a game like Xenoblade. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, you get a whole party worth of new characters and is New Game Plus. But see, the problem with Xenoblade 2's system is because it has the whole gacha system. And so, as I just mentioned earlier, its replayability value is really based on luck. And that's a shitty way of making a game, in a lot of ways.
Oh, my plumage is everywhere.
Yeah, Grammar Police, I can see why you feel that way. I'm sure it's a thing with, like, most people feel the same way I do. I cannot be alone in this. And, I mean, I guess the comfort is that you're not alone in it either. I'm sure many people feel this way. Okay, I guess Nia doesn't say anything here. I thought she would. It's not luck. Everyone has a 100% chance of getting every blade. If you play, like, but you gotta do so much grinding, and it's... That's way too much work. That's not the work, like, you know, okay, I just said I'm an old man with patience. At the same time, there's one thing of being patient with, like, okay, I get that, like, I have to spend 150 hours to play Xenoblade Chronicles 3. It's another thing to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna grind for another 100 hours on top of that, just to try and get every blade. Like, no, eat my ass. So, that's not happening. And the problem with games that do that, though, is that it's an artificial extension of the game. And it's one of those things of, what do you want more out of your game? Do you just want, like, a complete everything in 250 hours, and then you put it down forever because you're tired of the game at that point? Or do you want a game to have replayability? And so, you know, I've played various games on this channel. Shameless self-promotion, you should have me check some of the playlists of games that do this relatively well and games that don't. So, a game that has kind of low replayability, but for some reason I keep playing it, is Tokyo Mirage. And the reason why is because Tokyo Mirage, what makes it work is that even though the replayability is low, because once again, you kind of... You can do everything pretty quickly in that game. And the game doesn't have multiple routes. The game, you just play the game one way. But the advantage Tokyo Mirage has is that it's a simple game, and it's pretty straightforward. Like, you're not looking up Wikipedia and a bunch of other things to find where, like, how do I unlock Melia side quest? How do I unlock this side quest? Right? You don't have to do that. Tokyo Mirage is very straightforward. And I mentioned, like, the beauty and simplicity. And so the simplicity of that game actually allows it to be like, okay, I'm going to pick up the game again and play it, because it only takes me like 40 hours to play. You can't do that with Xenoblade Chronicles. I can't just be like, yeah, I want to just pick up Xenoblade Chronicles. I gotta take it like over 100 hours. Right? That's not easy. And so, there's a tough balance there. Like I said, I could probably play this game again in a year. Pick it up, play through the whole thing again, and re-enjoy the story. Because I think the story is good enough. Xenoblade Chronicles is a good enough story. And all the Xenoblade Chronicles games have. That's what's really good about them, and it's the reason why they're so popular. It's because, whereas Tokyo Mirage has the whole beauty and simplicity, even though the story's basic and that gives the game depth. Some people never experience all the content unless they desire to, and that's true. And I think it's fine where you don't have to be like a 100% completionist. You know, you gotta do other stuff with your life. But I think what I was complaining about though, Troopers, was the idea of like the artificial extension of the game, which is the problem with Xenoblade Chronicles. Is that like, in order to do some of the like the post-game content, you have to grind for hours and hours. Like, if I really wanted 100% of this game, you'd probably play like another 200 hours of this game, and that can get like kind of tedious. All the Xenoblade 2 and 3 are really guilty of this. Xenoblade 1's not as bad, but once again, it was like, you know, the first of its kind, right? And so they didn't need to do that. But once again, you know, the Final Fantasy 12 joke applies, where like you have to do everything to do anything. And so when a game is already like that, the last thing you want is a game that artificially extends the game. So for instance, you know, these stupid monsters I've kind of given up on fighting. Like hell, I'm gonna fight a level 105 dragon just lying there in a cave, right? Like, you know, in order to prep for that fight, I'd probably have to grind for another, I don't know, another like 30 hours just to prep for that one guy. So, artificially extending the game like that can be a little bit annoying. But that's just, you know, my opinion on like how I feel about games nowadays. But I mean, I understand that part of it is just me being an old man. I get that. I get that part of that is me being an old man, so. You have put 175 hours into Final Fantasy 12, and some people are down for that. But the problem with a game like that is that, like, it's not a game I could easily pick up and play over and over. Because every time I want to play a game, like, let's say Final Fantasy 12, every time I want to play it, I have to be willing to invest, like, 170 hours. But, you know, when you get to my age and have to deal with the stuff I have to deal with in life, you don't got that kind of time, right? You want to be responsible with your time. And so I get that, like, yeah, you want games to have a lot of content so you can play it for a long time, but you also don't want a game that, like, you don't want to just be stuck with a library of games that requires that much investment every single time. Sorry about Triton, he really gave you the runaround, huh? Nah, it's not like that. I think I learned something because of the Captain. I learned that even Mobius have a heart and feelings, but it's not impossible for us to see eye to eye. They aren't so different from us. It made me want to know more about them. Yeah, Fiona, good girl, that's why. You're older? Okay, unless you're like in your 40s, then I doubt that. Because that's roughly how old I am. I'm like in my mid-30s. I'm an old man. I mean, I guess because you played Final Fantasy 12, you must be an older person. It's like Shining here has probably never played Final Fantasy 12 because he's a like when that game came out, he was like in diapers. So, right, Shining?
I wouldn't.
How old were you? How old were you in 2006?
2006.
Yeah, that's when Final Fantasy 12 came out.
Yeah, I was like in second grade.
Second grade? Okay, so not diapers, but he was still pretty young. And so, it'd be hard to convince someone like Shining to be like, hey, you want to throw in 170 hours in a Final Fantasy 12? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yo, I want to look for something. I want to see something. Go on.
Be like, no, I got better things to do.
Well, that's my point exactly, though. My whole rant just now about, like, you know, one of my complaints about modern games and this, like, need to, like, throw in hundreds of hours for a single like Xenoblade Chronicle playthrough kind of thing. Now I know someone might call me out for bullshit on that because I spent, like, what, over 500 hours playing Dead by Daylight with Burke, but, like, that's a little different. You have a topic, okay? Shoot. I'm gonna go look for something while you find whatever it is you're looking for. Now, where the hell is it? Oh yeah, it's over here. I want to see something. I saw something here, and then it like vanished, and I want to know if I can make it reappear. Okay. There's actually a super boss here, and I want to see it.
We have to keep track of our progress.
How does a Bible Belt theist get into a series about killing God? I mean, that's a good question. Well, no, not really. I was kind of being facetious about that. I mean, once again, it's one thing where, like, one of the biggest dangers, and, you know, I was watching a guy on YouTube. I don't know if I should be like, this is an advertisement, even though I'm not sponsored. But there was a guy, and he does, like, a lot of videos where he tries to debunk ideas of, like, what Christians can't get into. And so one thing he, like, complains about is how some people think, like, Christmas is pagan or Halloween is, like, worshipping the devil or whatever. And one thing that the dangers of thinking like that is, okay, a good example the guy used was, okay, so in Genesis 3. Oh shit, there he is.
Where's who?
Okay, so if it starts raining, is there thunder? This guy will appear. A level 80 dragon thing. He's only level 80. I can kick his ass, right? Let's do it. We found him. I'm coming for you. Yeah, I'm coming for you. So the story was I fought the other special monster that was here, and then I turned around and I saw this guy. I'm like, oh shit. And I was like, I want to see this monster, and then he just despawned. I was like, what? But now I found him, and I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna win this one. Okay, sorry. Anyway, back to your question, Troopers. So in the Genesis story of Adam and Eve, when the serpent tempts them, and one of the things that many Christians can fall into this pitfall is the same pitfall Eve makes, where the snake approaches Eve, and then the snake's all like, hey, did God really say you couldn't eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil? And then Eve says, yeah, God said that we cannot eat or even touch the tree. Now you actually read back in the beginning of Genesis 3 and the end of Genesis 2, you realize that actually God never said anything about touching the tree. For all we know, Adam and Eve were allowed to touch the tree. They could swing on the tree. They could probably sleep in the tree. The only thing God told them they couldn't do was that they couldn't eat the fruit. And so, the idea that comes from that passage is one of the biggest dangers, and many Christians fall into this, is if you start putting extra rules on top of what God says, you're more likely to, cause great sin. As a matter of fact, think of it like this, and you look through history as well. The people who think, they're gonna help God along in like his plans or whatever, are usually the people who commit the biggest atrocities. Which is why, your neo-atheist will say like, religion is evil, blah blah blah. It's because you find religious people who think they have to help God along. Now, what does this have to do with your question about, whether Christians can get into like video game series that has like deicide in it or whatever? Well, what the Bible does tell you is that you should act out of love. And the Bible doesn't give you like a hard set of rules of like, you can't consume this or that content or be this or that way. Because one, the Christian mindset is Jesus redeemed all things. And so if that's true, then you can find good in anything. And you can use anything for an opportunity to teach people about Jesus and to share the gospel. You can use any opportunity. A point of this I made was in shameless self-promotion, but if you check out my Book of Romans reading, which we're still doing, when I talk about Romans chapter 1, and Paul makes this weird statement about how like God revealed himself in all things in nature. And the idea behind that was, this is where many Christians get this idea of something called general revelation. And it's the idea that like God appears in all things in nature. And if you take that too literally, people will say like, okay, like the trees speak of God, but no one means that like literally. But what the point I was making in Romans chapter 1, when we were doing the reading session, I talked about how what Paul was actually talking about in that passage extends to more than just like literal nature, but rather God uses all things to communicate with human beings. And so I made the joke in my own video about how like, that's how like I could use like Japanese rom-coms to explain biblical principles. Now you think, what? Like Japanese anime rom-coms of all things to talk about the Bible? Sounds kind of ridiculous, right? Considering that like, you got a lot of that harem type stuff going on in your typical Japanese anime. How could that possibly be used to explain the gospel? Well, God can reveal biblical truth in all things. And so, I've made this point through other games that I've played as well, but, all human beings, we have a desire to find God, and we use stories, any kind of story, even ones that involve like killing God in some games, to express those ideas. I know that sounds kind of contradictory. How could you seek God in a story about killing a god? But the idea is God can reveal himself in all kinds of ways. And I made this point as well in various games that do involve like killing some kind of god figure. Oh, that looks like it's gonna hurt. Come on, let's get that break! Come on! Ah, loser. No! I didn't let a single break. That was Weenie Dog. This is gonna hurt. Are you shitting me? Like, come on. So how can a Christian? How can a? I'm not in the Bible Belt, by the way. But how can a Bible Belt Christian, a Bible Belt theist, get into a series about killing God? I mean, whatever stories tickle your fancy, and God can reveal himself in any of those means. I mean, I've told this story before as well. Like, when I was growing up, I grew up in a Christian home that was very non-conventional compared to many other, like, Christian families. Where, like, my parents were, like, okay with me doing a lot of the stuff that, like, a lot of churches found taboo. And I grew up in the 90s. So the 90s was a time where, like, people thought, like, Dungeons and Dragons was of the devil kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so, like, I grew up in that era. And my parents were fine with me, like, playing Japanese RPGs that, you know, like, every Final Fantasy game has, like, some issue of killing God of some kind. And, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, I read, like, comic books and stuff like that. And then the irony was, I grew up with people that... Dungeons and Devils. Dungeons and Devils is actually a Heroes Might Magic reference. Another game series I absolutely love. But anyway... I grew up with a lot of people in church that they were like kind of sheltered. Their parents didn't let them, like, you know, play a lot of video games or whatever, read a lot of... They didn't read comic books like I did, and they didn't even like I knew a guy, and I've told this story so many times on this channel, but I always make jokes about it, where I had a buddy who, when we were 16, and I was hanging out with him, and we were talking about, like, movies and stuff, and then he mentioned that he had never seen The Lion King. I was so taken aback, like, what do you mean you've never seen The Lion King? Because, of course, like, you know, I was a kid when I first saw The Lion King, and I think it's one of the best movies of all time. And so when we were 16 at this time, and I was like, what do you mean you've never seen The Lion King? Because he lived in a very sheltered family. And, you know, you hear tons of stories, even, like, especially, like, Hollywood has a lot of this, where, like, people grew up in, like, a Christian home, but they were, like, you know, they had a lot of the whole, like, they were very sheltered. And then it ends up being those people that, like, they end up not being believers anymore. I know that's, like, a really terrible way of saying it, but... I know a lot of people like that. And it's one of those things that, like, you have to be careful to fall into, like, a deontological mind frame of, like, don't do this for the sake of not doing it because of some kind of intrinsic evil in it. But rather, the Christian worldview should be, you do things with wisdom and allow the love of God to guide you. That's kind of the view I hold. And that is what, you know, that's a modern, a secular way of looking at that is what we call virtue ethics. And the idea of that is that you use love to guide you, and then you build wisdom based on that. Oh, come on! I'm 2 points short. Are you for real? Anyway, but to answer your question, I mean, you should be a reader of all things, and it's fine to like read into some stuff like that. You know, a game that may have deicide in it or whatever. And I've used this point too, where like maybe those stories tell you what, you know, what God shouldn't be, and then I could use the opportunity of like, well, you read scripture and Jesus is nothing like this, so all the more reason that we can trust in Jesus. And so, you know, stuff like that, and that once again, like if you just go with like the mindset of like everything's inherently evil, then you yourself, you lack the opportunity to develop in wisdom. And wisdom is an essential part, especially when it comes to like, okay, if I want to preach the gospel to you, well, if I don't have wisdom, how could I possibly do that? I know, like, to be fair, I am aware that what I just said was a mega hot take, and I know a lot of Christians do not see eye to eye with me on that one. Many of them don't. And, you know, that's fine, that's how it is. I've even made enemies in Christ with those stances, but you know, to each
oh no, you have an opinion I disagree with. How dare you?
You know, but at the end of the day, it's about where does your heart ultimately lie? And so, in my mind, it's if you're trusting in the salvation of Christ in all things you do, then whatever content you're consuming, God will make you wise in how you consume it. And so, like, once again, I've used weird video game analogies to explain the Bible, because, you know, my view is also that, well, if I'm going to communicate to someone like Shining, for instance, you know, we are of different generations and have very different worldviews at base. How could I possibly talk to him about the Bible if I don't speak it in a way that makes sense or something that he would understand? And that's kind of my justification. Now, I know some people might think that's a weak justification, but that is my justification of, like, I think it's fine that, like, I can play a game like Xenoblade Chronicles that, like, has some form of deicide in it. Or any Xeno game for that matter, because they all have it. But I mean, that's the same thing where, like, people talk about, like, back in the early 2000s controversy of reading Harry Potter. And people are like, oh, Harry Potter's of the devil. I'm like, or you could understand the Harry Potter story and see where J.K. Rowling understood some parts of the Christian worldview and Christ elements in the Harry Potter story. You could either take one of two approaches. I could either avoid Harry Potter altogether, or I could use the story of Harry Potter to explain the story of Christ. Sounds justified to me. No plank in my eye. Well, I mean, everybody's got slivers in their eyes. If you don't think you got slivers in your eyes, that's the whole Adam and Eve falling toward before the serpent thing. But I know what you meant by that. I was just messing with you. Yo, I totally kicked that dragon's ass though. Take that. Huh?
TLDR, if you view everything as evil, you're missing out on knowledge you could be obtaining.
Well, not just that. That's not exactly what I was going with. But what I was saying is, if you view things as only evil, you lose the opportunity to show God's love and to show light. Because there's an old saying. Isn't the light isn't it brightest? Isn't the light the brightest when it's in the midst of darkness? Isn't that where the light shines the most? Oh, I hate Dado Island. He's like, Trooper's like, I love Dado Island. Godzilla versus Kong. Let's go. Which there is a little reference of that. But I hate this place. Yo, that dragon doesn't have a grave, so if I ever want to fight him again, I have to like somehow make him magically reappear. Like, oh wait, what? Oh, there it is, all the way over here. Okay, let me see the map again. Okay, there's two things here. There's Slack-jawed Zephal, which is the dragon dinosaur thing. And, yeah, there you go. I beat that guy. Yeah, because some monsters appear where, like, you have to have special weather, which is not easy to manipulate. But yeah, I totally took him down. Yeah, boy! I don't want to... We still got like another hour to hang out before I call it with this game. For streams anyways, I'm obviously going to play more of it off screen and play it my own way later on, but yeah, anyway. No, that's a good question though, Troopers. It's always fun. I mean, think of it like this, Troopers, and thank you for your contribution to the channel. I mean, this is why this channel exists, is that like we can play games like this and then have discussions and use this as an and you know, this is in my mind. Use times like this to play games and whatever as an opportunity to explain the gospel in like ways that are easy to understand. At least that's my objective. Whether that happens, like, that's not a one-to-one thing either, but that's just, you know, that's how I look at it, and that's the way that I view, you know, the Christian mission of, you know, go and make disciples of all nations. You know, how are you gonna do that if you're not willing to like speak the language of the people you're evangelizing to? How do you do that? And you know, in our modern day and age, you know, the internet gaming world is the language for a lot of people. If you don't know that language, then how you gonna go to a young person and tell them that they need Christ in their lives? Good luck. If you're not willing to understand the language, good luck. That's all I can tell you. Anyway, do I really? I don't want to come back to this shitty place.
Some people are unwilling to learn the language.
Well, and that has been
well, I guess not unwilling isn't the right term to use.
No.
They don't want to.
That is the definition of unwilling.
Yeah, well, yeah.
If they don't want to, that is the definition of unwilling, Shining.
Yeah.
Look in a dictionary. That is the very definition of unwilling. But it's a case in point. If you're unwilling to, if you're willfully blind and unwilling to do what you must do for the to make the gospel known, I mean, what kind of Christian are you at that point? I know that sounds like a bold statement, but it's a matter of fact.
It's not even just like, you know, like a Christian thing. It's like an argumentative thing as well.
Yeah, it's an anything thing, really.
Fundamentally, just like, how are you going to argue with someone if you aren't willing to see the other side?
Yeah.
So to speak.
Yeah, and the other thing too, like, okay, so another example of this, going back to this shitty cave. Anyway, another example of this. So I remember when I was working my current job, my supervisor at the time, he asked me if, like, when I was in seminary, he asked me, like, oh, do you like actually do like classes to study other religions? And I told him honestly, I'm like, yes, but in a way that like we're able to like debate and have like discussions and even argue, quote unquote, like those kind of things. And my supervisor's understanding, he said, like, I guess so, that makes sense, you know, a purpose has an agenda, and that's true, right? A purpose has to have an agenda. And so, it's one of those things that, like, when it comes to
That takes care of that.
It's true about everything, really. And Shining's right. Like, it's an everything thing. It's not just for the Christian faith. Like, I'm just speaking in that context because that was related to your question. But I think you do a massive disservice if, like, you're just willfully blind. Because, like, that's it. Like, think of it like this too. Like, if you're willfully blind, not only does it make, like, not only are you badly representing Christ, but even worse, that's the potential of, like, losing people's souls. As weird as that sounds. That, like, you're potentially losing people's souls. Because if the whole point of, like, the Christian mission is we want to see people saved. If you want to see people saved, you have to be willing to go into danger yourself. Do I think the Christian God, Jewish God, or the Muslim God are the same? The answer is no. Simple. Because in the Christian... Okay, let me explain from why the Christian God is a problem for other, like, religions. Not just Jews and Muslims, but even among other religions. So, in the Muslim and Jewish mind, Christians have committed one of the biggest atrocities that you could do. The biggest heresy you could possibly think of. And that big heresy is we've associated God with a human being. That being Jesus Christ. And so, by very nature, by the very nature of that kind of logic, clearly they can't be worshiping the same God, because Christians,
the romanticized version, so to speak.
Christians have a very distinct figure of who God is. That's Jesus Christ. If you deny that, then obviously you don't worship the same God. That's just how it is. Like, there's no other way of putting. There's no beating around the bush with that. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. That's a straightforward answer to it. No, so the answer is no, they don't. But I mean, the whole Jesus and the human thing is also the biggest... This is my mega hot take that I've, like, said on various Bible reading streams and whatever, so you can hear me say it in more detail. Oh shit, did I pull him already? No, okay, good. Okay, yeah, good, I did it. But I always have a, like, you know, for most people, you know, minus your, like, extremely, like, fervent neo-atheist, most people are not opposed to the idea of, like, God's existence. That's actually, like, statistically, that's true. The problem most people have with religion, especially Christianity, is the idea of God being a person. And the reason why the whole God being a person is a problem for a lot of people is because if you think by the transient of logic, God being a person is very problematic for people. And this is why. If I say God is a person, then the logic is, just like with any other, you know, person, like, you know, another human being, for instance, like with any other person, you're accountable to God. And to be fair, that's scary. I'm not going to condemn someone to say, like, oh, I'm scared of that, because to be fair, think of it like this: if you're not scared to confront God, you're doing something wrong. Okay. And this is coming from a pastor's mouth, and I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I think every person should be honest with that fact that, like, yes, to be accountable to God is scary, and it should be. But at the same time, that accountability makes a reality to the idea of, like, to believe in God must mean something, and the accountability that we have with God kind of serves that. Of course, you know, the thing that can be off-putting for people, this thing's still kicking my ass. The thing that can be off-putting is that, like, well, God judges sin pretty harshly, and yeah, he does, because he's got some high standards. And that that's fair. That's a thing to be a little concerned about and to be scared of. And if you think otherwise, then that you're kind of fooling yourself. But at the same time, that accountability adds a reality and an impetus even to, like, for instance, God being moral or something. So the example I'll use is, I talk about this all the freaking time in my Bible reading streams, because I think it's one of the most important aspects of Christianity. Is the idea of, like, okay, so in the Bible, it talks about how, like, the greatest commandment is first you must love God, and then you must love your neighbor, or love people. And so I draw, like, my shitty diagram every time about how, like, it kind of is like this weird circle of you love God, and then that you prove that by loving people. And then after you've proven that you love God by loving people, and then it empowers you to love God more. And then you prove that by loving people even better than you could before. And it's kind of this weird cycle. And so, hot take, in the Christian worldview, because God is a person, that idea holds weight. What class is Ty on? Life Sage. Because I gotta say, Life Sage is actually super good. Is that why he has no health? Is the Life Sage that, like, squishy? I don't know, I'm just gonna go with whatever here. Crap.
That would really suck if that was the case.
That does kind of suck if that was the case. I thought Life Sage was one of the best healing classes. It's like a post-game class. You would think it would be super good, right? Yeah, we're gonna daze this dumb thing. This music is so, like, bopping though. Okay, anyway,
It's goofy bopping.
Let's do it. I was thinking of, like, whether I should burst him or not, because I wanted to, like, maybe keep him stunned longer, but I think it should be okay. No side break. Come on, bro. Are you for real? 1 point off? Are you for real? I shouldn't have taken that risk. That was stupid of me. I deserve to be punished. I'm probably gonna die again to this thing. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, we got Nia back though. That's gonna be super nice. Because Nia can just revive everybody, basically. It's kind of super good. Smash is better for winning. Burst is better for grinding. Yeah, that's true. I kind of like the burst because it dispels the enrage mode. I know Smash is much better for damage, but I kind of like the whole canceling the rage mode because the rage mode on this guy is what keeps kicking my ass. So. I don't know why I'm not getting the Ouroboros thing. Is this guy have an ability that, like, cancels that or something? Oh crap. Oh damn, he just smacked me up there. Dang, that hurt. Oh, why'd I do that? Interlink is bound in this area? No, I can use Interlink normal. You're thinking of the other place. No, not this here. I can use Interlink here. No, you're thinking of the other place on the Cavadesia place? You're thinking of there, and that place you can't use Interlink. But here, I can. Yeah, this is Machna. Ah. See, I'm not able to get the break on him when I really need it. Uh-oh. Okay, no, I'm gonna do it now. Yeah, this is Machna. Not the, I know what place you're thinking of, and that place sucks too. Yeah, I'm gonna use the burst now. I'm definitely gonna use it. But before that, we're gonna exhaust this first. Cause the Nia hero chain is actually super cool. Damn, this thing like chunked me down to 1 health. He hurt a lot. Yeah, take that. Yeah, I know I have to do the burst now. You use Nia more than Melia? I think Nia has more practical uses. Nothing to be ashamed about. The life stage class is super good, and having a healer as your 7th member actually has a lot of uses. That's the problem with like DPS classes in general. Come on, side break. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Topple. Yeah, take that, sucker! How's that feel? We're not out of the woods yet, though. I mean, both figuratively and literally, I guess. Should I pick the Talon path? Maybe I should have. Oh wow. Yeah, see, it only does 3 in the chain orders. I should be able to get all 4. Oh, he just turned his attention to me and just smacked me up. Oh, see, he's enraged again, though. See, this is this last part that I'm having trouble with. Not landing those side breaks though. Ah, crap. Oh, he just smacked me up. See, if he does that AoE again though, we're kind of in deep doo-doo. Yeah, see, now we're kind of losing control of the fight here. Oh. No, I ain't taking any more chances. We gotta end this now. Oh, what? It didn't topple. Come on, topple! There you go. Poof. Should have hit Nia's path first. Thought it was fine. What? Only 21 points? Gotta do the hero if you want 4 rounds. Oh, really? I forget that. Okay, we're gonna use Tyon next. There's no one else that can really do a daze, huh? Yeah, Uni or Mio for sure. I don't do enough damage though. Okay. Not doing enough damage though. Like, this guy is. Now, Uni or Mio path, yeah. That's kind of terrible, but whatever. Probably need to reduce some aggro. Okay, got the full heal. Especially on my tanks, that's really important. Yeah, this should be the kill on him, though. Yeah, I'm gonna land this on him. Because I kind of need them to lose that buff. Oh. I ain't taking chances. I'm just gonna hit him with these. And then hit him with the Uni at the end. Sounds like a plan. Ooh, that should be enough, right? Oh, that was rough. Yeah, take that, sucker! I win this time! Uh! Yeah! Take that! $3.1 mil? Yeah. You know, I probably forgot that whole, like, you have to actually use the hero command to actually activate the Ouroboros round. I just don't like using, like, I find that Nia's, whatchamacallit, her chain command is not that great. Which I can see why people like. Nia's functionality is more outside of the chain attack. Where I see Melia being a lot better, because Melia has a good, like, chain attack ability. But Nia's is kind of, like, mediocre. You don't really think about using it. Okay, all that's left is this dumb dragon, but I don't think I'm ever gonna beat him on this stream, ever. He's just gonna whoop my ass if I go fight him, so. The hero path doesn't activate the Ouroboros? Well, I thought it did, because you need the 4th round for the Ouroboros. In order to get the 4th turn, you need the hero round. So by transient of logic, you need the hero path to activate Ouroboros. Yeah, but like, when it doesn't use the chain gauge, you need that for the 4th, which the 4th is needed for the Ouroboros. So by transient of logic, you need the hero path to activate Ouroboros. Anyway, finally beat this dumb thing. It took me like so many tries just to beat that guy. Oh. To activate Ouroboros, you have to use the path of both pair of the Ouroboros. Okay. See, I must have misread that somewhere because I don't remember that, but that's helpful to know. Yeah, all that stuff is this stupid cave. I don't think I'm strong enough for it. Yeah, I know what you meant by that, but I just didn't do it because I guess I'm just a stubborn ass or something. Yo, I want to take a look at that dragon. I just want to get my ass kicked by him just for fun. I mean, we're basically at the end of the stream anyway, so it's not like I'm gonna do much else. Actually, there is one guy I do want to pick a fight with. I probably won't beat him either, but...
Like a rare thing? That takes care of that.
Oh, crap.
They found us.
Yo, what's up with this guy, though, over here? Let's take a look at him. There's a big-ass dragon just chilling out over there. I assume this is like a super boss.
We have to keep track of our progress.
Yo, there's just a big dragon just lying here.
There's tremendous power in that one.
Yeah, he's probably gonna one-shot me. Yo, I can sneak right by him? Yo.
This one's gonna be tough.
Yo, let's just try him out. He'll probably just destroy me anyway, though.
Keep me going.
Oh. Damn, he's just laying it thick. Oh wow, what? He just made himself immune to damage for like a few seconds. Oh yeah, I can grab that ledge. Aha! nice move. Yo, he was destroying me there though. Huh? Okay, not gonna lie, I'm incredibly curious. Yo, that's a nice strat though, just to bypass him. Yo, what's up with this though? Hey, there's treasure hidden in the cave? Could it be anything? Anyhow, let's grab it. Legendary biter. Yo, that's Ricky's weapon. It cures aggro every second, so it's like a super tank item. Yeah, it's Ricky time. Except we're at the end. We're basically at the end, so it's like I won't get a lot of chances to use it. I mean, at least on stream. I'll probably play around with it later.
We have to keep track of our
I'm like, yo, man, it's a legendary biter though. How appropriate is behind this huge dragon though? Because like, Ricky's whole thing is that he's a master monster hunter. Yo, there's one guy I want to see how I have a rematch with him. I'll probably lose, but I wanna see it. Yeah. So sidekicks do good. All right. There's a guy here I want to have a rematch. Although he'll probably destroy me because like I'm not level 100. So. Okay. Ah, there he is. Hey you. Could I fight this guy? I wonder. Because what happened was, when I was exploring this area, when I first came here, I ran into that guy and he just obliterated me. Yo, I feel like picking a fight with this guy though. Yeah, I assume we gotta wait for him here or something. Hopefully he doesn't like do some big whirlwind thing and just blow me off the ledge of the world and one-shot me.
Right here.
Yo, I want to fight this guy. He'll probably beat me though. I just want to see how well I fare against him. Just to kind of end the stream this way. Yo, here he comes, here he comes. Hey, where you going? Oh, here he comes.
Come on now.
A rare doodah.
You're dealing with me. Thanks.
Oh, he just smacked me up. Ah, he's not in a good position. He's in a very bad position. I don't think I'm gonna beat him like this. I need to somehow change where he is. Oh, damn. He just blew me away there. Yeah, this positioning sucks. I need to change it.
Yep, this is bad. I'll help you. We need you advising his title.
Look at that, like, he must be so hard to hit. I gotta figure out how to, like, get him in a better position to hit him. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna beat him, though. I did, like, no damage that fight. Whoa. Almost fell off the world there. He's still chasing me, though. Look at this guy. Yo, that guy just smacked me up, though. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna beat that guy for sure. Oh, yeah, I'm basically at that point where like I don't know what to do now because we're like basically got nothing else to do other than just grind. But I don't want to spend the rest of the time just grinding. Actually, we'll do something I was originally gonna do and they got sidetracked because I'm an idiot. But Melia,
My mind is made up. You have my full support.
let's go to.
Oh my god.
What's up? You left your dead party behind? No, they just catch up with me. Nah, we good.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
We good.
It'll be fine.
Colony 4. Its rank was formerly silver, if I'm not mistaken.
A lot's happened since then, and still they've done right by us.
Something smells exquisite.
I'll just beeline to the canteen, did you?
Shall we drop in, perhaps?
I'm just checking out the unique conversations as you go to these places with like Melia and Nia. Alright, Colony 30's around here, right? So let's go to Colony 30. Check out what Melia has to say about them.
30.
I really hope you're not going to tell me to hold the fort now. I became a mechanic because I wanted to protect the things that were important. I'm fully prepared for battle, so come on. Let's take this to Origin. He's got grit.
I heard there were a number of Nopon here, but I never expected this many. I imagine there's not a boring moment around here.
Yeah, after all the trouble that one Nopon caused me, nah, never a dull moment around here.
Something smells exquisite.
I already did the Colony 11 one where Melia talks about Ashira. That's it. You go to the city, and I guess there's some combo here. Is the castle region actually Morardain?
Something smells exquisite.
No. Which castle region? I guess you should. I should specify. It can't be the Kavesi one, because the Morardain is from the other world, the Agnes world. So I don't think so. I mean, it looks like it, but it wouldn't work because Kavesi is supposed to be Xenoblade Chronicles 1. There's gotta be some gossip around here, right? Get in. No one here. I thought the doctor would be here. I don't think so though. Because once again, that wouldn't make sense. If you look at the map, it looks like Morardain. I mean, I guess it does, but once again, I think the problem with that is Kavesi Castle is supposed to be like Xenoblade 1 world, right? So they're, because like, what would happen when the world split apart? Like the Kavesi part would collapse because there'd be no infrastructure once it falls off, you know, no Morardain or anything like that. I don't know. That's just my thought. I think logically it doesn't quite work. Because they're supposed to come from the same world, like the land and the castle. I don't know. It's very possible though. I mean, this game is more just homages to all the other games, and that's what makes it great. Everyone in the city has really cheered up since the Queen got here. All the old folks used to be Ouroboros candidates are especially stirred up and excited about it. They're insisting they can still fight, getting back to blade training. I see them fired up, but I hope they don't get hurt. Yo, this I didn't check out, actually. Let's go check it out now. So, I assume Ethel and Kamaravi still hang out over here, even though I went through the maturation process. Because, I mean, where else would these guys go? Yeah, they're just hanging out here. Ethel and I are prepared, fully prepared to ascend to the final battle. Travis seems perturbed, but he understands that we decide how we live our own lives. I want to offer something back to you and the city, you who have given me place in this world.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
I'm really thankful to you all. It wasn't easy for me, looking on from the sidelines of my child's body, while you did all the work. Besides, it's much more entertaining being able to fight on even footing with Kamaravi now. Well, we're glad to have you back, Ethel. I didn't get to use her very much in these streams. It's a shame. What's up, Jansen? Getting to gaze upon the true queen? It's incredible. I feel truly blessed. Kamaravi and Ethel totally making babies. Honestly, it's hard. It hardly feels real. It's like our generation is fulfilling the greatest promise of our ancestors. That is definitely something to look forward to. So they're letting me work at the Machiba Canteen. Cool, huh? Torto and the others have just been causing headaches for the city, but Machiba was good enough to take me on anyway. I'm so thankful for her generosity. She's got a real big heart.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
You guys got any babies? Yeah, that one part where like Uni just straight up asks Gray and Gray's like awkward.
Let's rest and heal up.
I got nothing else to discuss. I haven't found all the Ionios' strongest. I mean, the dragon is probably one of them. But like hell, I'm gonna fight that thing. Just keep kicking my ass. Over, over, over. Yo, this was actually like one of the better buffs, I think. The whole wild lobster.
Good. Onwards.
Trying just hanging out over there. Yeah, so there you go. I think I've done basically all the quests in the game. I can't think of anything else. So yeah, that's Xenoblade Chronicles 3, everyone. I had a grand old time with this game. So it was a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm just gonna park myself somewhere and then we'll do some like closing notes as well as announcements, I guess, for the month.
We'll do our outro.
Yeah, more or less. I'm kind of. I think it's a good. I think it's a good place to end it. To end the streams. End this game. I know a nice place to stand. Actually, hold up. Yeah, right here with all the founders. Anyway, so there's all the founders. And, yeah, so that was Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I thank you for being here and hanging out with us, and
Oh, my plumage
it
is everywhere.
was a good experience. I really enjoyed this game. So, for the rest of the week, we have our reading stream on Friday. We'll be continuing through the Book of Romans. We're reading Romans chapter 13 on Friday. So if you guys will come hang out for that, maybe learn something. And then, as far as the rest of this month is concerned, I might, strong emphasis on the word might, I might do like a few streams here or there on like Mondays and Wednesdays at like 3 o'clock kind of thing, just play something for a couple of hours. Nothing too heavy. I'm gonna actually take a little bit of a break from game streaming. I mean, come on, we just did 40 episodes of like 4-hour long streams each one. Like 160, it's like 160 hours, man. So anyway, we're gonna take a little bit of a break. I'll let you guys know in the future what game I'm going to stream next, because I don't know what we're gonna stream next for our big gaming project, I guess you could say. But the very least, won't be till like next year. So there's some thoughts on that. Next week I might stream like something for fun. Might just play around with something here or there. Undecided of what it is, because I mean, I'll probably just do whatever I fancy at the time. But coming the, are you doing Crisis Core Reunion? Probably not. I don't know if I want to spend money on that.
Huh?
Anyway,
Hey, did you guys hear something?
that's cute. Anyway.
Right, what have we got around here?
Okay, so aside from continuing reading streams, and after Romans we'll read something else as well. And that will go into the new year, into 2023. Wow, it's weird to think we're already going to 2023. But anyway, at the start of 2023, gotta be careful not to just slur words there and end up spewing nonsense. But at the start of 2023, we might take it like January. We probably won't stream a lot of games. I might take a little, like I said, I want to take a little bit of a break. We might stream something here or there, but as far as gaming content on the channel, so we'll obviously do more reading on Fridays come January. I might take a little bit of a break in January, actually, after we finish Romans. And so, but at the beginning of January, to have content on the channel, even though I might take a little bit of a break in January, is I'm gonna do a new Throwback Thursday series. And so, those will obviously be on Thursdays, you know, the whole Throwback Thursday thing. So, we'll be doing a Throwback Thursday series come January. So keep your eyes peeled for that. If you guys want to know what that is, you know, don't forget to subscribe. And you will find out when I start uploading them. But that will be in the new year. So just for the rest of the year, we're just gonna kind of just have some fun things and kind of just do whatever I feel like doing, I guess. But yeah, so come January, it'll only be Throwback Thursday. I know that the channel is gonna be pretty light, but I kind of do want to take a bit of a break. And then February for sure will pick up. But I think January is a good time to take a short break. I might like stream here or there a little bit just for fun, but nothing big. But keep your eyes peeled for Throwback Thursday, because that will be the first project that we'll do after Romans is done, and to start off the new year. Anyway, with that said, this is going to be the end of the stream. Thank you guys for being here and hanging out as I play Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Until Friday, when we do our next stream, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And God bless you.
Right, what have we got around here?